What's up, ladies and gentlemen, SpadeWant, and welcome to January's monthly discussion. It is a brand new year. Still surprised we're doing monthly discussions. Although I feel like these have turned into more like updates nowadays. And that's pretty much what this one's gonna be, an update. I really wish I could have done more this month, a lot more. But sadly, I've been and still have been dealing with a ear infection, which has just been making me extremely dizzy and even more tired than ever before, and it's so annoying. Hopefully this ear infection will go away in another week. At that point, it would be a whole month. I would be dealing with this bullshit. So yeah, pretty much just the lack of content this month was due to the ear infection I have to deal with. Hopefully it goes away soon. No joke, I think I've been asleep more than I've been awake this whole month. And to me, that's just insane. It sucks, but it is what it is. I was really hoping to get that art game I started up done before the month ended, but that didn't happen. As it stands, I'm pretty much at the halfway point in that art game. That buddy fight. Oh my god, I don't even know the name of the arc. The final arc in Buddy Fight Triple D. Good enough. Also start up a Prince Hydron AMV. I hope to actually have that done by the end of the week. By the end of next week, hopefully. As it stands, I think I'm a little over a minute through the video right now. It's only going to end up being 3 minutes and 17 seconds, so can't imagine it'll take too long to make it. As long as I don't go too overboard making it. And what else when it comes to AMVs? I have no idea. Yeah, not much happened this month with AMVs. I was hoping to start this year off big with a long arc AMV, but that obviously didn't happen. Hopefully it'll happen next month. Hopefully. I got a lot planned I want to get done next month. It's insane. And hopefully I'll actually be awake long enough to try and do it all. As for why I posted 2 unfinished AMVs yesterday, I simply decided to do that because why not? I feel like I'm not gonna finish those projects finally. So I figured I'd just post them finally. It's high damn time. I do have some more unfinished projects I should upload, but I still feel like I'm gonna come back to it and finish some of those projects. Hopefully. I'm still working on that Kyoya Gun AMV. Ended up making a teensy bit of progress on that this month. Hoping to get that done next month as well, but highly doubt it. I'm a long ways off from finishing that. Although when it comes to what happened this month, gaming wise, That's actually a pretty big list. But before I even get to that, we have some more pickups. And the last pickups for a long while. I think there's only like 3 or 4 games I'm interested in getting for this year. At least out of the games I know about. Nonetheless, this month's pickups for games were the Simpsons game for the PS3. So now I have that game for 3 consoles. I saw it for pretty cheap, oddly enough at a pawn shop. Yeah, this was my first time ever going to a pawn shop. So that was an interesting experience. Ended up getting some games though, and that was one of them. Another game I ended up picking up there was Wii Sports. Finally found Wii Sports again. Ironically enough, a few years back, an old dog we had, cough cough, the one I hated, ended up at one point chewing and practically eating a copy of Wii Sports. So I haven't been able to play Wii Sports in who knows how many years now. That must have been like 7 years ago now, maybe. That was a long time ago. Finally found the game again, and for cheap. The game is actually pretty expensive if you're looking to buy it online. I'm so surprised I found a copy of it in a pawn shop, of all places. The casing and the booklet itself for the game is basically in mint condition. The disc itself on the back is quite scratched. I may need to get that polished, I'm not sure. I haven't tried it out yet. Probably should next month, just to know if it actually works. I might actually need to get that one polished. It's that badly scratched. So who knows? I don't know if I had a copy of that. Also ended up getting LA Noir for the PS3. Again, at the pawn shop. The game itself and the booklet, mint condition. Outside of the case, not so pretty. Just a bunch of scratches on the plastic itself. Which isn't that big of a deal. It just looks less beautiful in a way. Nonetheless, I picked that game up at the pawn shop for 2 reasons. A, it was cheap as hell. I'd already watched the Let's Play of that last year. It seemed like a pretty decent game, so I picked it up. Simple as that. I actually tried out that game and the Simpsons one this month while I was killing time, hoping for my ears to rest up and get better. Yeah, I spent like 2 whole weeks not even on the internet. Just playing games and being in the real world. Waiting for my ears to get better. Because it hurts to use headphones. Despite the fact that I'm using headphones now. I probably should, but I am anyway. Nonetheless, I picked up LA Noir for like $4, I think. Or was it 3? For that cheap, I'd say it's worth it. Even if it's not necessarily my type of game, for that low of a price, it was worth picking up. I think the Simpsons one was $10, which isn't too bad. Considering the entire game itself is in mid condition, surprisingly. And for the first time ever with that game, I played through a lot of it. If I didn't get stuck on one little thing, I probably could have beaten that game within like 3 or 4 days of playing it. I played that much of it. I absolutely sucked at that game growing up. And I simply feel like playing that game for a long while now. So I decided to pick it up. That's my reason. Was there any other games I picked up at the pawn shop? Yeah, I don't think so. I did pick up some DVDs there, though. The very first season of Pokemon on Blu-ray. Picked that up at the pawn shop as well. First 52 episodes. As far as I can remember, I think I've only ever watched the first like 38 episodes of the first season of Pokemon only. I'm sure I've seen more of it, but those episodes I saw recently, and by recently, I mean in 2014. Yeah, I picked that up for the hell of it. It was basically half price of what it would be if it was brand new. Every CD is in mint condition, surprisingly. I ended up getting that for $30, and I usually tend to see that for $60 in Walmart. So half price, I figured why not. Also ended up getting Persona Q2 New Camera Labyrinth for the 3DS. Brand new. End up getting that at GameStop. Or whatever the fuck that store's called. Yeah, I don't go to that store too much. So I literally don't even know the name of it. That's kind of bad, huh? Ended up seeing it there, so I figured why not. I definitely sort of picked up a couple of other games. Ended up going to a few used game stores as well. I don't know, I could have picked up quite a few games. Just never bothered. Although those were my pickups for when I went to town. It gave St. John's for like half a week. Was there any other pickups? Oh yeah, right. Also ended up getting, I think it's the second season for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. 52 episodes of that as well. I can't quite read what the DVD says, so I can't tell what season it is. I think it's Battle Destination though. And for the first time ever, I picked up some furniture. Got myself a new bookshelf for the collection. Instead of having 3 shelves, I now have 5. Quite a nice looking bookshelf, to be honest. I can actually see more of what I actually have now. Much easier. No joke, the collection got that big. I was just enraged this month, trying to fit everything onto a shelf that onto a bookshelf that couldn't even fit anything anymore onto it. It was pretty much falling apart. So I figured I might as well just get a new bookshelf. At this point, the next thing I probably need to get is a new chair. The squeaky chair is a pain in the ass. We hear it too much in too many videos. And I think that's actually all my pickups from town. And for this month. I'm just gonna briefly go over what games I played this month. The Simpsons game. Started playing Persona Q2. Quite liking it so far. Only complaints, not in English voice acting. That is my only issue. The first game was, why not this one? Oh well. Also took the 3DS out of quarantine for the first time in like 2.5 years. And by quarantine I mean a Ziploc bag. Those white little bugs crawling all over it seem to be dead. I haven't noticed any crawling on it yet, luckily. Hopefully that stays the case. Might take the PlayStation Vita out of quarantine soon enough too. Who knows? Oh, I just played a lot of games this month to kill time. Managed to record a small amount of Persona 4 this month. And Tales of Berseria. That's all the recording I've done this month. Not counting this video. I didn't do much recording, sadly. I really need to record a lot next month. Started up a Persona 3 playthrough. Persona 3 FES playthrough on the PlayStation 3. To kill time. Also, got around to trying out One Piece World Seeker. Liking it so far. Tried out the first Crash Bandicoot game that was remade. Still need to continue downloading the rest of that trilogy. Still need to download the Spyro trilogy. Also ended up getting Horizon Dawn Complete Edition. Saw it for $15 in Walmart, so figured why not. Not sure how I feel about that game. I've tried it at this point. It seems decent enough, but I have no idea how much I'll actually end up playing it. And I don't know, there's a few other games where we're gonna stop talking about games. Finally. Gonna stop talking about games for now. What else was there? There was that whole NL, there was that whole hashtag NL Blizzard 2020 thing for Newfoundland and Labrador. Was it as bad as people were making it out to be? No. No, it wasn't. This is an ordinary winter snowfall, in my opinion. We got fuck all snow. At least here we did. St. John's is a different story, though. An avalanche happened. A 7-foot fence off backyard's plastered, completely covered in snow. At least one-story buildings have been covered up with snow. St. John's definitely got the worst of it. I wasn't in St. John's when the storm happened, but I did leave St. John's the morning, the day before the storm happened. So in other words, the night of the storm was the morning I ended up leaving St. John's. So no, to me, I don't think we got that much snow. Personally, I don't think we did. So no, it's kind of crazy. I will admit some of the memes for that whole thing were pretty funny. Can't deny it. Can't fucking deny it. Overall, I think I'm gonna just call it here. And here I want to make this 8 minutes long. We're at 21 minutes. God damn it. Oh, we're done here, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. I could probably talk about a few other things, but not gonna bother. We're done. We're done, damn it. We're done for this month. We're done. See you next month. But before that, I guess I should probably mention this. Next month, I plan on binge playing Tales of Berseria. I think we can beat the game within 2 or 3 weeks of playing it. I think we can actually beat the game next month. When it comes to War Zero, still level grinding in that game. I think we're still on track for beating that next month, but I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully, if we can finish off recording both of those games next month, that make the lack of progress for this month worthwhile if we can do all of that next month. Otherwise, we're done. See you next month.